There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it, it's Haynes. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Morgan. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The short hands, it's Morgan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Mark. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Mark. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Dickens. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. He's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Fears the pressure. Finds his man. It's Flores. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Caught. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickens. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able...
Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. Running through contact. Touchdown, UCLA! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes one man miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
On third and short, the power run here. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The play-action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Some misdirection with the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to look downfield again. Just a short pass to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Holden finds his man on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
It's Iamalayama. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Dickens. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be a draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Got it looking for first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Turning it on! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in the offensive side of the football.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Looking downfield, it's Maleava. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Finding open areas. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Maleava. Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Caught, close to the marker, it's Mock. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat.